for Hollywood. One morning I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know. Oh, hello there. I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my review of Baby Driver. It stars Ansel Elgort, John Barenthal, Kevin Spacey, Jon Hamm, Jamie Foxx, Lily James, Eiza Gonzalez, and more. It is the story of Baby. He is a young man played by Ansel Elgort who drives getaway cars for a group of bank robbers. Now, the reason he does this is because he stole a car one time when he was a child, actually, from a guy named Doc, played by Kevin Spacey. Doc is some sort of criminal mastermind who plans all of these robberies, and the car had a bunch of stuff in it that was very expensive that Baby knew nothing about. He just wanted to steal a car and go for a joyride. So in order to pay Doc back for the car and the stuff in the car, Baby has to drive for him until he pays off his debt. Now, Baby gets a cut of everything they steal, but Doc takes the majority of it and leaves him with just a little of his total share. Now, Doc is kind of superstitious. He never uses the same group of robbers twice. However, Baby is always the getaway driver. And it's coming to the point now where Baby has paid off his debt, and he is looking forward to having a life away from Doc and the crazy group of thieves that he's always having to work with. He meets Deborah at a diner he frequents. Deborah, played by Lily James, and is smitten immediately. And they begin this sort of tentative, sweet relationship. But Doc pulls Baby back into the fold for another job, a job that could net them a huge amount of money so that they could all retire. And one of the people he brings in for this job is a guy named Bats, named Jamie Foxx, and that's his nickname because he's bat poop crazy and doesn't mind killing at the drop of a hat. And this sort of sets he and Baby on a collision course as Baby doesn't want to see anybody get hurt. He just wants to help them steal, help them get away, get his cut, pay off his debt, and get out of it. But things conspire against him. Boy, this is a good movie. Edgar Wright, who was originally the director for Ant-Man until creative differences reared their ugly head with Marvel and Disney, he has made a movie that is so tightly edited and created with mostly the music in mind. Granted, it's got a great story, and the characters are fantastic. But the way the movie is edited, if one beat out of place and the whole thing would fall apart. It is such a terrific example of creative filmmaking that doesn't rely on special effects, although there are some special effects in the movie. But the music, along with the car stunts and the relationships between these characters, it is just a fantastic movie. Violent, yes, a little bloody at times, but there are just little touches in the film that make it so worth watching that I'm probably going to have to see it again just to make sure I saw everything I was supposed to see. For instance, there is a scene early in the movie where Baby is walking to go to a coffee shop to pick up coffee for the gang, and the words in his song that he's listening to, because he wears earbuds all the time, and listens to music because when he was a child he was involved in an accident and he has tinnitus, and to drown it out he listens to music. But the words in the song he's listening to show up in places a graffiti in various spots as he's walking, and you have to pay attention if you want to catch these little bits. And there's a cameo by, of all people, Paul Williams, whose name won't mean anything to a lot of people. But when I saw him, I was like, is that Paul Williams? And it was Paul Williams, the singer-songwriter from the 70s, who played the son, the guys who wore the white suits in Smokey and the Bandit. Granted, I'm talking too much. But this movie is so good. There's so much to talk about. And I cannot recommend highly enough that you see it. You got to see it. The soundtrack, the editing, the story, the characters, the stunts, it all works so well together. There is nothing but praise for this movie, even though early it has a very light tone. But once Jamie Foxx's character comes on the scene, it takes a dark turn. And that's when the real movie gets started. Jamie Foxx is scary in this movie, and he's very, very good, along with everybody else. I'm giving Baby Driver 5 stars. Go to StanTheMovieMan.com to read my complete review, my complete glowing, loving review of Baby Driver. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan, and you can send your emails to me, StanTheMovieMan@Comcast.net. Till next time, later!